What do you think, Skyler? How long did it take to build something like this?
Me? This would take me probably 3 years, the way I build.
Oh no, they're in front of us.
Yeah.
We're in cow time now.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah, man.
Come back over here by the ladder real quick. It puts the lotion on the skin or it gets the hose again.
Do what?
It puts the lotion on the skin or it gets the hose again.
I don't understand, but I'll take the suggestion.
Yeah, we basically have this place all to ourselves. It's been really, really great. Zero other crowds we've had to interact with.
It's been a great day out here.
Yeah, it has.
If you were the kind of person that liked to go hiking naked, this is the right spot.
The trees, and you can hear the water flowing. It's just really beautiful. I can't imagine what it was like to live in here.
Yeah, this view right here, I could wake up to this every morning.
We are a little bit south of Blanding, Utah, in a place called Five Kivas. We're standing in one of them right now. Really cool to see what the history holds here. But it's January, but it's a beautiful start to a day. What are we, 9:30 in the morning right now, and already shedding layers. So it is going to be a great day out here near Blanding. What are you guys excited to see today? What are you excited to do?
You know, I haven't seen too much of this area, but growing up, I've been really interested in the cliff dwellings. So I really want to see those.
Well, here we are.
Yep, we're standing in them right now.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see, I read about the fully restored Pueblo Kiva on the Montezuma Canyon Trail. So
Really?
yeah, I'm excited to see that one and be able to go in it and kind of see what it was like then, maybe get a feel of it.
That's cool. Yeah. I saw a short video that had people finding, pieces of pots and stuff like that were, kind of busted. I think it'd be really cool to find some remnant today. And of course, leave it exactly as we found it. But it'd be really cool to see something like that.
That would be amazing.
I always love being reminded of how life used to be. This brings it back to basic human existence, and it's just a good reminder every now and then to remember what life was like before.
It's just really interesting to see what they did and try to imagine why they did it.
I think that the name is really cool where we're going today, like Montezuma. That just sounds fun.
I like it.
And we've got Skyller in a side-by-side today.
Yeah, we really are going to zoom today. We're going to need to drive a little faster
It's
than
gonna be a little
normal.
different than crawling in a Jeep.
And our trail elephants, yeah.
Yeah, trail elephants.
Exactly, yeah, we'd go fast.
Let's go see some cool stuff. I've been around Utah a bit, and this is clearly the best depiction of buffalo and elk that I've ever seen. Skyler, what do you know?
This one's a little bit more modern than the rest of them that we've looked at. And the way that I can tell is it's got them riding horses. So they're on horseback. So that means this one was done after the Spanish came to the area. Yeah, there's another horse right here too. But yeah, like you said though, that's some of the best buffalo pictures that I've seen.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a buffalo pictograph or petroglyph. Super, super cool. Really unique. Coolest I've ever seen.
Some cliff dwellings.
Why go to the effort of building something that small?
That's food storage.
Food storage. This is the one that has the granary too, right?
I think this is the granary right here.
So that's probably where they ground it and stored it.
Okay, you're saying living quarters were this way?
Yeah, look at the black on the rock.
You can see where their fire was. The soot and stuff coming up on the cliffs. That's coming down, but if you look underneath though, you can see it coming up the wall there and coming on the roof and out.
Yeah, no concrete.
Yeah, it looks like this is literally just water and dirt.
Uh-huh.
But they didn't do anything special here.
No, they didn't even put any straw or anything in it, for extra strength.
people that lived here. How long was it? 1 season? Was it 5 years? Like, yeah. 20 years? Yeah, how long?
I think it depended on weather and crops and food, and when they ran out, they moved.
Yeah, well, they also migrated too, so
Yeah.
they're going to be leaving during a certain time of the year, then they're going to come back to it afterwards. We'll have to say though, Montezuma Canyon has not disappointed yet. It's been what, every 2 minutes we're stopping to look at something? This is incredible.
So one of the primary reasons we're here today is because of the Blue Ribbon Coalition's Lost Trails guidebook that had this listed in book number 3, I think. And I'm glad they did, because it's a place I've never been, and super cool, and a beautiful day to be out here in Montezuma Canyon. Let's go check out some more stuff.
Go see what else this trail holds for us. Looks kind of like an old settler's house right there on the left.
But obviously the door-to-door salesman selling solar been by because it had solar. All right, Mark, I've been following you around all day behind this sexy beast here. And I know that you have been building this for a couple of years, but I have not had a chance to come and hear about what you've got, what you've done. Okay, so this is what model is, what is this?
It's the Kawasaki KRX 1000.
Why did you go with the Kawasaki KRX? In a world of razors, why did you get the KRX?
Everything I read and reviewed about it said this had the better suspension, articulation for mountain trails, which is what I prefer to ride, or desert trails.
Okay.
It's kind of the jack of all trades. It's not the fastest out there, but it can climb anything. It's a goat.
Suspension, is this factory, or did you have this done afterwards?
It started with the coils, and I upgraded the coils. I've upgraded the front brakes.
What about the arms?
The arms are factory.
Arms are factory, okay. Okay, very cool. We're running 35-inch tires on here.
Yep.
That's a big tire. Did they just fit factory?
Yeah.
And this is the factory lift? There's no lift here?
There's no lift, just the springs. The aftermarket springs is bringing it up. I actually bring it down because it put it up too high.
Okay.
For the axle angle.
Tell me now, like top 3 favorite upgrades. What have you done that you love?
S&B particle separator, because I used to ride behind the kids, so I was riding in the dust. Keeps the air filter clean, keeps the engine clean and running. So it's designed to swirl the air, separate the dust in a cyclone, kind of like a Dyson vacuum. And the dust drops out the bottom and the clean air goes down the tube into the engine, through the air filter into the engine.
Fascinating.
So you don't change the air filter nearly as often.
Okay, all right, so for performance and maintenance upgrade, you like the particle separator. Okay, all right, that's number 1. 2 more, give me 2 more.
For me, the harnesses. Instead of seat belts, there's 6-point harnesses that we put in. They're Kawasaki brand, but it's easy. It's a seat belt clip and you're done.
Really? Because I always feel like getting in and out of harnesses can be a pain in the butt.
These are super easy.
Love that. Do they adjust easy if you're like if you're a different passenger or whatever?
Hold in the red tag and stretch it out and tighten it down.
Very cool. What else? One more upgrade.
Probably just the storage box and the tools in the back. I ride alone, and so I need to recover myself a lot.
Okay.
So just having the ability to carry everything in the back, pole pile, if I get stuck, I can winch myself out and be self-sufficient.
Very cool. Is this aftermarket cage?
Tailgate's aftermarket. The extra roll bar coming up around the tail lights is aftermarket. Front and back windshield.
You've done such an awesome job at like making it all match. Like when you're driving down the road in this thing, or on the trailer, like you just can't miss it, you know? So that's really fantastic. I like it.
Quick disconnect sway bars. So if I wanted to just ride without sways. Now we're not level, but that pops off and locks up.
Okay.
Front and rear have them, and then you can have your articulation for the rock crawling.
What's with the windshield extenders here? What's going on here?
So one downside to it is it creates a vacuum inside of here with the front and back windshield, and it'll suck all the dust in from your front tires and dust you out.
Okay.
So I saw these as an option to turn and bring air in to break the vacuum.
Okay.
And I had these reversed, but just recently I switched it, cut it to match the curve of this, when they're like this morning's ride, we had 0 cold wind on us. Like this was deflecting everything around the car. But in the hot summer, open that and open these up.
A couple under windshield vents there.
Yep, and pull in a ton of air to keep you cool.
That's cool. Well, that's awesome. It's a beautiful machine, and looks like it goes anywhere.
Yeah.
So, very unique and fun build. I love it. Good work.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'm seeing the window, broken wall, and then the window is all sorts of support walls on the right. Yeah, up there, one more level up. That's awesome.
Doesn't have any. That one doesn't have any windows.
All right, I'm thinking we should pull in here and at least take a look at the sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then down below on a black rock, there's a bunch of petroglyphs down below those.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's do it. So we were Montezumaing down the road, and we noticed these cliff dwellings all through here. But the one that caught my attention first was this large one here that's still in relatively good shape. Got the window. I don't know if that maybe was a door and then just the wall's kind of broken, but I love these ones that are like, you know, floor to ceiling.
Yeah.
in the cliff there. So that one's awesome. You make your way over here, and it looks like you start to have a couple of like support walls or separation walls, and then you've got another window over there. And you follow that ledge along farther, you've got more support walls through there. Then you go straight up from there, and that one's probably the granary because there's no window in it. And so it's got
Oh, I hadn't even seen that
right.
one
And
yet.
look, I mean, look at access for that. That would be insane.
Yeah.
Like, how in the world did they get to that one?
Yeah, how do you get up to it?
When they would have areas where they would just dump their garbage in broken pots.
Oh, yeah.
This one's got these lines in it where they talked about how they would have like an actual woven basket, and they would put the clay around the outside of the basket to make the pot, and so it would end up leaving the texture on the insides of the pot.
Oh my goodness, look at that. That's so cool. I love the painted ones. Yeah. That's so cool, you guys. It's remarkable.
This piece is so cool. I'd love to have that little piece of history with me, but someone left it for me, so I'll leave it for somebody else. That's pretty exciting to be able to find some pieces like that still out here in the wild.
I've never seen anything like that before. That was really remarkable.
Yeah, that was really cool.
A lot of people know that I've been into off-roading my whole life, but what they don't know is for about 10 years, I didn't off-road at all. And what got us back into off-roading was,
Well, yeah, when we used to go to take pictures of wildlife, and then we were kind of restricted on areas that we could get to with the vehicle we had.
yeah, full-size truck, it doesn't get all the places that a side-by-side or a Jeep can get.
Yeah.
So we ended up buying a Jeep, and that's what got us back into off-roading, and from there became the Dirty Adventure crew and everything else that we do. So our love for wildlife really brought us friends and the life that we enjoy here in Utah.
Yeah, and this state has so much to give.
Yeah.
Little game trail or something right here. We can follow it and see how close we can get.
How was that? That looked awesome.
No!
I told you it's slopey.
Snails up here, picked up probably by the birds, eaten and left.
That pine tree, that's where we're trying to get to, yeah?
Oh, we're right there.
Wow, look at the detail on this one. We haven't seen it like this probably because people have touched it too much.
Wow.
That's cool. So Skyler,
Yeah.
you were talking about how they hadn't put anything in the mud.
Uh-huh.
So this one's got the big stones like the others,
Yeah.
with the mud in it, but then there's all sorts of little tiny like 1/4-inch stones they've stuffed in the mud.
Just fill in all the gaps and stuff.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, really cool.
What I want to know is what drove them up here to make their houses up in the cliffs and not down,
was higher.
you know, somewhere where it's a lot easier to access.
Well, maybe that's the key, is they wanted some protection.
Yeah. But from what?
If you're the bad guy, it's really hard for you to fight me
It
right
is.
here.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah, you can just drop a rock on me right now.
Yeah,
and
you
I'd
have
be
a
done.
bad day. Yeah.
Yep.
If you needed to hide out from the elements for a long period of time, this would do a great job.
Shelf to hold all your stuff.
And even the small piece of whatever fabric you'd woven to cover that door to prevent a draft. And
Yeah,
what a cool place.
this is really cool.
It's in such great shape. It's a privilege to be here. These things are 800 years old.
Yeah.
Mud and rocks.
Yeah.
So all I want to say is shout out to whoever built this place. You did a good job.
A little better.
On the other side of hands.
All right. There we go.
Yes! I feel like of all of the dwellings we've seen so far, that one was the best,
Oh, for sure.
Preserved.
preserved in the best shape and had the most detail to it.
Place is gorgeous.
I'm loving it.
It is a lot smoother ride in the side-by-side than it is in my Cherokee. Those leaf springs on my Cherokee they just are rough. This is so much better. And being able to actually get down the trail and at a good speed, it's just a big difference. But I'm going right over stuff right now that I would be hitting my brake if I was in the Jeep for. I do have to say though, it's a bit warmer in the Jeep than it is in the side-by-side. Let's go check this thing out. Keep the gate closed, guys. Well, Heather, looks like we made it to your 3 kivas that you were waiting for all morning.
I know, I'm so excited to see these. It's been an awesome day.
Yeah, they said some students from BYU helped construct it.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure when.
They need some more papers here.
They all graduated, that's why I didn't get finished.
Yeah. There's no room for us to sign in.
All right. Well, okay.
Leave a smiley face. Smiley
But yeah,
face.
this one's totally different style than what we've been seeing.
Yeah, it is totally different.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. And much bigger. I mean, this is a mansion compared to the other things
Right?
we were looking at.
It's wood and rocks and clay. Ooh, that is cool. Look at that. Got an old ladder going down into it. Yeah, we can go in.
Gotta hug the ladder a little bit.
It's not in this this notch out with the green coming out of it, is it? Like I kind of see some stacked rocks in there.
Look at that little tiny spot spot there they just filled in with rocks.
Which probably means that there was a lot of this up above, because look at how much rock there is. This could have been pretty big.
You know, when we started this day, I thought, oh, it'd be cool to find some pottery, just because I thought the probability of finding anything like this would be so low.
Yeah.
So it was just super cool to see these just designed, painted pieces, this little piece of history. Just such a treat to see that kind of stuff, because most of the places that I go have been, you know, explored by people for so long, for so many years, that there's just nothing left. So really, really cool to find this stuff.
And to see the craftsmanship, like the design in it.
Yeah, and try to understand how they made it. So
intricate.
I was really excited that someone found an arrowhead. I was really hoping somebody would today. And for me today, just being out here with you guys and great company, this is awesome. You can't get past the sceneries out here. It's just amazing.
And we really are a great company. Like, you really chose some good people to hang out with.
Yeah, I did.
So it's been a real pleasure for you to hang out with me today.
Yeah.
Glad I get to share it with my daughter. This has been a fun day. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's been a real pleasure to kind of witness this piece of history, like in a tangible form.
Yeah.
And now I'm feeling like it's going to be a long, cold ride home.
It is.
Definitely, but it'll be worth it.
Should have brought the Jeeps.
Yeah.
I hate you so much right now. Freaking light bar people.